Hey everybody, corn-fed lady here. And today we're below average temperatures. I don't know how it's been where you guys live, but here in central Illinois, this summer has been super hot. We've had temperatures in the 90s with heat indices well into the hundreds, giving us heat advisories and heat warnings and just terrible, terrible living conditions. But today, they only forecast a high of 77 degrees. So let's go ahead and get all these animals up and fed, and then maybe I'll walk you around the gardens a little bit.
You've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end.
Good morning, babies. I'm coming. First, we'll let Moo and Opal out. Come on out. Here you go, Moo. Here you go, Opal. I'll get you some scratch. Let me let the other ones out first. Good morning. That's the good babies. We can play outside. Hey, Frankie baby. Hey, LT. Let's go play outside. All right, I'm gonna open the door. Frankie's always the first one out. That's good, boy. Are you guys sleeping in? Let's get your light on. Good morning. How's my girls? Hey, Buffingtons. Saw the Buffingtons sleeping in today, huh? We got Tiny Tickin, Rose, Fluffy Stuff, and BV, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's our Buffington crew. Come on, girls, time to play outside. Get your water out there. Don't be lazy. Come on. It's done raining. Put your water out there. You guys already over there in the woods? I got your water, Mr. Frankie. Hey, Franksters. Hi. Oh, yeah, those girls were late, weren't they? They were sleeping in, huh, Frankie baby? You girls are in trouble. Buffingtons were sleeping in. Let's check on these bunnies. And these 3 rabbits in here are the ones that we've kept from our babies for future breeders. And they're still just living in these grow out tractors until we get their cages done in the bunny shed expansion. Good morning, girls. There's Pinky and the Brain. This one is Pinky and this one is the Brain. Pinky doesn't mind getting pet too much, but the Brain is pretty antisocial. Huh, Pinks? Huh, Brain? Brain doesn't really like getting petted. She always kind of runs away. Okay, you guys still got water, food, a little bit of sweet corn from yesterday. You shut your lid so don't get rained on because it's a little sprinkly this morning. Let's go check on Chunks. Chunks is the male rabbit that we saved, and if you've seen his dad, Mr. McFeely, you know just how friendly he is. Well, Chunks might even just be friendlier than Mr. McFeely. He likes getting petted on the bottom of his chin. He's such a sweetheart.
And that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end. Cause you've been a good friend.
little fluffykins. Alright, I'm gonna shut your lid too. It's trying to sprinkle on you. Just the friendliest little bunny ever, aren't you? Let's see, you got water. You're good on food. Yes, what a sweet pea. I know, you can never get enough pets, but I gotta check the other animals too, okay, Chunks? Let's get boy. I know, you just want me to pet you all day, don't you, Chunks? You're like your dad. You like getting pets. Alright, let's go back and feed the pigs. And then we'll let out the baby chickens and check on the other rabbits. Beep, 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 beep. It's usually about the time Gabby Kitty shows up, because she usually hunts field mice all night. And if she gets tired, she goes in the barn, and that's her little cat door. She comes out. So she usually either comes out here or shows up out of the field. Lately, she's been sleeping in the pallet pile. So. Oh, I didn't show you these lilies that the neighbors gave us. Pigs? I don't remember the variety, but the neighbors that we babysit horses for gave us some of these lilies, and we planted them along the fence. They're doing really well. I have to wait and see what the flowers look like. Hey pigs! Good morning! Hey pigs! Pig, 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 pig! Hell, you still got some leftover dinner. You don't even hardly need breakfast, huh? You still want some breakfast? Huh, Saucy? That's Bakey, or Bacon Bits, Bakey Bits. That's the boy. And the girl is Saucy for sausage. Or sometimes we call her Bossy Saucy, because she can be very bossy and pushy. Yes. I'm telling on you, saucers. Bossy Saucy. This barrel's about empty, but we got this other one next to it that's full. So. Top you off a little. I'm gonna get just about enough for breakfast out of there. We get 3 scoops. There she is. There's Gabby Kitty. Where are we at? In the field or the garden? Yeah. That's good girl, Gabs. Hi. Are you a damp kitty? You look damp. Huh? What you been doing? Catching mice? Little wet, pretty kitty. Hi, Gabs.
Know you've been a good friend.
That's good, cute
That's in the
kitty.
thick and thin.
Oh,
And I know it's never gonna
let's make it
end.
nice.
'Cause you've been a good friend.
All right. Yeah, Gab Kitty. Do it one-handed. There we go. All right. Just got 2 scoops today. They usually get 3 because they had some leftover food in there already. Hi, Gabs. Yeah? Okay. Drinking some water? Still got enough water in there? Oh yeah, I filled it up last night. It's still pretty full. All right. You go check on them bunnies. Let's get pigs. Need some pets. Need some morning pets. Let's get pig. Let's get pig. I don't pet them under their chin because they'll bite my hand off. But they like getting pats on their head right there. And Bakey Bits. That's a good boy. Yes, you are. Alright. I'll check you guys later. Let's go check on the baby chickens and the other bunnies. Let's open up their window now that it's done raining. Just a simple window cover. It's the top of a tub and a bungee. There's some chickens in there. What are you Buffingtons doing in there? You're supposed to be playing outside with Frankie and the rest of them. Oh, it must be egg laying drama time, huh? Okay. Let's let them baby chickens out. See if we can get Crazy Face to crow on camera. Good morning. Hey, babies. Let's make it babies. There they go. Hey, Gabs. That's a Gabby kitty. That's good, girl. Let's see. Turn the red light off. Turn the white light on. And we got a fan in here. It helps keep the flies out. We turned it off at night because they don't really like the hum of it. It's not very loud. They just don't like it. They're sensitive. So turn that on during the day. Looks like they're good on food, water. We put a water outside for them. Hey, pretty kitty. You guys want a scoop of scratch? Oh, I forgot to give the big chickens their scoop of scratch, didn't I? Gotta get everybody a scoop of scratch. You guys aren't real big fans of scratch anyway. The babies. Yeah. There we go. Alright, babies. I'll take you later. I gotta go give the other chickens some scratch too. That's good, babies. Come say hi to the camera. That's Egghead. That's Shammy. Fancy Feet. We got Tang. Early Bird. Bald Eagle. And the one under the pallet is Crazy Face. And that's the one that usually crows in the morning, Crazy Face. So we'll see if we can catch him crowing in a minute. I'm coming, Gabs. We should have called you Bossy Gabby. No, I'm not going in there with the baby chickens. Not right now, thank you. We gotta go check on the bunnies up here. And then we'll go back and give the big chickens and the little bunnies some scratch. Come on, Gabs. My big helper. It's my bunnies. Good morning. Good midnight. Mr. McFeely. Hey, beavers. Good morning. Let's check on you guys. Water looks good. Hi. Hey, sweetie. Your other water looks good. We've got backup water bowls in here in addition to their regular water bowls because it's been so hot. Just make sure they have plenty of water. Mr. McFeely's a sweet pea. I was just talking about how your son likes getting as many pets as you do. Yes. Yes. Kim pets under the chin. Gabby kitty. Alright. You guys look good. McFeely looks good. Good on food. I'm just getting a little low. That one's good. Good on water. Hey, Beebers. Beebs gets grouchy when she's pregnant. If you remember, if you've been watching long enough on our channel, you would have seen Beebs pregnant last time, and you remember she's a little grumpy, a little grouchy. She didn't like to get pet very much. She's starting to get like that again because we did just breed them. I think it's been about a week now. So she's starting to get a little pregnancy grumpiness. Gabby kitty, you better not be trying to scare them baby chickens out there. Come here. Oh. My big helper sometimes is kind of crazy help. Aren't you, Gabsters? Let's put you back down there. Alright, Beebs, you look good. You got food and water. You do need a little more hay in your hay bin, though. Notice that's pretty empty. Good morning, Midnight. Alright. Midnight still doesn't really like getting pets. You got plenty of water. She tolerates it. She just doesn't really care so much. She loves it when my husband pets her, but she doesn't really care for me petting her. That's okay. Alright. Hang on, Gabs. I'm coming. I know. You're impatient. You want your breakfast too, don't you? So this is some of the grassy hay that we've been harvesting from our hayfield. So it's fresh, homegrown, free hay, which is awesome. And the bunnies love it, which is also awesome. They do have a fan in here too for hot days. It's not too hot today, so I'm going to leave that off. And they actually get a really good cross breeze between the door and the window. Alright, you guys. I'll check you later. It's Mr. McFeely. You stalking them baby chickens, Gabs? Hi, babies. Gabby kitty. That's a good girl. Hey, baby chickens. Alright, that's a good girl. We got to get some scratch out to those guys, and then we'll check the gardens. Because I forgot their scratch. I forgot your scratch too, Brains. I'm coming, Moo Moo. You got your scratch. Kind of hard to do one-handed. You guys want some scratch? Here you go. We got two some. Moving at a chicken's pace this morning. There you go. That's good, girl, LT. And if you've been watching a long time, then you know LT, the one eating right there, she's the one that got attacked in the hawk attack video a while back. And you can see she's doing just fine. She's all healed up. Her comb doesn't have any more damage or any signs of having been damaged on it. Hey, Mr. Frankie baby, I put out some scratch for you guys. Oh, now Tiny Chicken decides to get out of bed. Tiny Chicken. That's my good chickens. Come get you some scratch. Scratchity, scratchity time. Here you go, babies. Alright, I gotta get some for Moo and Opal and the bunnies. Where'd it go? Are you in there? You want some scratch? You already got some scratch in there. You want some outside? Oh, you want it in there today? It's kind of a rainy day. They don't really, these two don't really like the rain. I think they were more kind of indoorsy than ours. We adopted these ones, I don't know, a couple months ago. There you go, for some friends. There you go, Opal. There you go, Moo. That's good, babies. Get you some skitchity sketch. Is that pretty good, Moo Moo? There you go, Opal. Now we did try to integrate Moo and Opal with the other flock, but the roosters were fighting each other. So then we had another plan to integrate Moo and Opal with a flock of babies that we just saw earlier. But Opal was chasing the babies around and kind of being bullyish and mean to them. So we've just moved them back into their old hoop coop here where they seem perfectly content by themselves. Isn't that right, Moo Moo? You didn't like all them babies after all, did you? So our plan for that is to let those babies grow up. We will cull the ones that are roosters, and the ones that are hens, we're actually going to try to integrate with these two once they're grown. And we'll just try that out, see if it works. If it doesn't work, we can send all of those babies to freezer camp because we like eating chickens too. But these two are not for eating. These two are friends. And all of our girls in there and Mr. Frankie are not food either. These are all just for friends for long-term keeping. The only ones that might possibly be for food are the babies that you saw me let out earlier. We're hoping we can keep the hens out of that batch, but definitely not the roosters because we already have 2 roosters. And we don't really want 3 flocks for the winter, because in the winter it gets pretty nasty out here, and like 40 below Fahrenheit temperatures and feet of snow. So we don't want to have too many animals take care of the winter because we have to set up heated water bowls and heat lamps and all that kind of stuff. And it costs money and it's kind of a hassle. So we plan on just culling down our animals to the bare minimum before this winter. Hey, Mr. Chunks. So we're hoping to get it down to the dozen chickens back there, maybe a few hens from this batch. The pigs will be gone by this winter. We'll be keeping these 3 rabbits in here to add to the 3 rabbits over there that we've already got for breeders. So we'll have 6 rabbits through the winter. Here you go, Chunks. And Gabby Kitty. Some more pets. There you go. Alright. Everybody got some scratch. That's just their little morning treat. It's just some grains and cracked corn. They like that for a little snack. They do have regular animal feed available to them 24/7 along with their water. Okay. I think that's everybody. Let's go ahead and check the gardens. Okay, here we are at the vegetable garden, and you can see the sprawl from the pumpkin patch is getting pretty ridiculous, which we really appreciate. Even though it's been a very hot, very oppressive summer, we have been getting enough rain to keep up with it. So everything is just growing crazy in here. Let's see, we've got pumpkins up front here. There's a little one. They're kind of just scattered all through here. And then behind that, we have a little strip of watermelons in here. Let's see, there's some little ones in here. I've been picking the big ones and taking them to farmer's market. So we're down to kind of the little ones. This one's actually looking pretty good. Sounds good. Let's see what the tendril looks like. Tendril is not dried yet. If you haven't watched the last garden video, I talked a lot about how to determine when these are ready by the tendril. You can go back and watch that later. The pepper plants are finally turning colors, and these are really bright, vibrant. This is not a camera filter. This is really just how neon the colors are on these things. They're just so bright. Those are the Costa Rican sweet peppers. Let's see if I can find some more. There's a bunch of them in there, but they're still mostly all green. And there's some more that are starting to turn. And then behind that, we've got the Roma saucing tomatoes and the chocolate cherry tomatoes that we've been picking and eating and selling and sharing. This patch right here, kind of in between the watermelons and the squash down on the end there, in between here is cantaloupe. It's actually just 2 cantaloupe plants, but I've started seeing some little baby cantaloupes, which is totally awesome. I've never grown cantaloupe before, and as you can see, there's quite a bit in there. They're just kind of here and there and everywhere, all through here. This one's actually getting pretty big. So yeah, we're growing cantaloupes in there. Hey Gabs, helping in the garden? And then on the other end is butternut squash. See if I can get a peek at some of those. There's actually quite a few in there. They're not quite ready yet. You see they still have some green on them. You want to wait until they're fully tan colored. There's a bunch of more tomatoes and peppers through here that we seeded, so they're a little further behind. And Gabs. These peppers and tomatoes that we bought up here are fruiting because they got started a little earlier. But these ones are going to be coming soon. Hi Gabs. See, back behind the squash and cantaloupe, we have some more watermelons, and there's 2 different varieties in there. There's the smaller sugar baby variety, like I just showed you on the end there. And then there's also some striped ones in there, which I think are sweet crimson. So let's go take a look at those. And our corn patch is just about done. You can see some of it's starting to turn a little yellow. But I've already harvested most of the corn cobs out of there. There's just a few left. I need to pick through that later today, maybe. Let's go around and see if we can find some more of those different kinds of watermelons. Hey, pigs. No, I'm not back here getting you treats. I'm back here making a video today. All right. Now here's some more of these sugar baby watermelons. And they're kind of from here over, scattered through there. And then on this other side of the watermelon patch, you can see these striped melons. Those are the crimson sweet. And then here, sitting side by side, this is the sugar baby, and that's the crimson sweet. And you can see we got a few of those going on in there. See, there's another one. And I've also recently discovered that these pumpkin blossoms that are all over in here are actually a big seller at the farmer's market. So next time we go to farmer's market, I'm going to be sure to pick some of those to sell. Hey Gabs, what you got? Did you find something in there? This is our old potato bed that we already harvested, and we do have one more potato bed to harvest in the back, and then I plan on making a video about that where we'll weigh all the potatoes. And here's the second potato bed, and you can see it's ready to pick. The only reason I haven't yet is because it's been so hot. But again, today we're below average. And that's a little bit of our field, hay field, that we've been cutting and feeding to the rabbits. My husband just comes out here with a scythe, and he chops a little off the edge, you know, when he has time and the weather's nice. And then we pile it up, take it in the barn, let it dry out, and then feed it to the rabbits. You can see he's got some right here he was working on piled up. He cut this little swath in here, piled up a little for me. And over here's another spot. He chopped this down and piled up another stack for me. So, we've just been using those to feed to the bunnies. I'd like to be able to save some of that to help get through the winter, just because it's free food for them. Let's go check on that berry, the berry area. Beria is no longer producing berries this year. The raspberries are done, the blackberries are done, the currants are done, the blueberries are done. Actually, there are still a couple of strawberries here and there. Let's see if we can find any. The baby cranberries are still trying to grow. The baby grapevines are still trying to grow. The baby asparagus patch is still growing. And the strawberry patch is still just putting off a few here and there. But most of them at this point are kind of bug bitten. So I've just been feeding them to the chickens. This one actually. Yeah, see, pretty bug bitten. Look at all these bugs in this one. Now the chickens, they like bugs. So they appreciate these ones with the bugs in them. But I don't. I don't like eating bugs. Here's another one with some bugs. Let's take those out to the chickens. And I'll show you how much they like them. Sometimes we get wild strawberries growing here in the yard. And I pick those and give them to the chickens too sometimes. They really enjoy them. But we've got these bug-eating big strawberries, so let's go ahead and give those to them today. Hey, Moo. Want some strawberries? There you go. You see how Moo always makes sure that Opal finds some first? He picks up a piece, he puts it down in front of her, he makes a little chirp, chirp, chirp song. That's his way of taking care of her. And he always lets her eat first. And if she gets her fill and moves on, then he gets some. I put out plenty for both of them, but he's a gentleman. All right, good job, Moo Moo and Opal. There you go, buddy. All right, I'm going in. I'll check you guys later.